Hello and welcome to another
Absolute game of nerd.
video. I kind of messed that up, but got a small unboxing. Got a couple books in a genre. I guess they're not my first, right? I mean, I do have first Ghost Rider. He's kind of considered horror. I got that first Blade, which is a book I've wanted, and so that's kind of horror. So maybe I am a horror guy. Maybe I'm getting into horror, but yeah, I got a couple cool books here. These are in the horror genre. Let me know what you think. So first one is a book I've seen quite often. And then now I've just seen it really cheap. And so I was like, you know what? That is a cool book. I like the cover. And let's give it a go. And I actually threw out an offer and he accepted. And it is Marvel Premiere 28, right? Yeah, 28, the Legion of Monsters. The first they say this is the first team up of the Legion of Monsters. Obviously, Man Thing, Brandon, your boy right here, Man Thing, Morbius, Werewolf, and Ghost Rider. However, it's not a team up like they say. It's actually Ghost Rider is protecting an alien, I believe it is, and the three of them, and he's protecting it from the three of them. So it's kind of a versus. But obviously, they do team up down the line, I guess, some more. But I will say, actually, looking at this, like I always thought it was a cool cover. This is actually a really, really cool cover. And I should have looked up who did it. I did it. I didn't. But I'll look that up and I'll put that in the comments, or not in the comments, in the description. But yeah, this is a cool book. Again, don't drop the bank on it. Super cheap book. Find it cheap, quality, good looking copy, and pick it up. Another one, a book I've always liked, but never really cared to spend big bucks on it. And so I've been kind of hunting for one at a price that I'd set. I should say on this one, I got this from Craven's Hunts Comics on Instagram. I will tag them in the description as well if you want to check them out. But yeah, another one, this one I found on Mr. Frank's Comics. Again, I don't need a super high grade in this one. It's another Bronze Age book. I just wanted one that looks nice and fit my budget, and that was Tomb of Dracula #1. I've always loved this cover because it's Neil Adams, and I love Neil Adams. After Jack Kirby, Neil Adams is probably right up there for my favorite artist, and yeah, I mean, he kills it with this cover here, right? Obviously, the Dracula is very reminiscent of his Batman logo when he started doing Batman. So yeah, great. Obviously, first appearance of Dracula, and then obviously in issue 10 is we have the first appearance of Blade. So good series here. Also, Dracula is in series 3 of the Marvel card, so this will be a point for Rohan, which Mike also has this point as well because he got this book recently. But yeah, this is a mid grade one. I think it can be cleaned up and pressed. I'm not going to grade it. If I was to clean press, it would just to make it look nicer. But this is one that's destined for, and both of these are destined for a Mylar when I buy some Mylars. Yeah, not high enough where I think it's worth to grade, but great books to have in the collection. But yeah, so those are 2 horror books. Let me know if you're into horror, and if so, what are the other good horror books to collect? I will say, as of becoming friends with Brandon from Mon Comics, he's got the huge love for Man Thing, and so yeah, if I found a Strange Tales 1 cheap first appearance of Man Thing, I would jump on that. I would also like to find a Marvel Spotlight 2, the first appearance of Werewolf. I think it's a cool orange cover. I love those paneled kind of vintage comic cover styles. What other? Spider-Man 101 is another one I'm kind of looking around for. First Morbius. I think it's a cool cover, and obviously Morbius's first appearance, that kind of scratches my first appearance itch. What other? Are there any other horror first appearances that I'm missing then? Obviously, House of Secrets 92 is a grail for me, and one day I definitely will go after that one. First Swamp Thing. That's on the DC side. But is there any other big horror ones that I would care about? I can't think of anything else. But let me know in the comments. Are there any other horror ones that I should chase down, or at least hunt for? We'll say. That's all I got for you today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out.